Welcome everybody, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me all right. The music good, the sound good, everything looking all right. So far everything's looking better than last week on my end, so let's just hope everything's good. First up, welcome. If you're new to the channel, checking this out later on after it is actually live, please consider subscribing. Discord link, join the Discord. It is in the description. How's for you guys? Let's do our quick roll call that we usually do here. J-Rad, Michael Plays, we got Fudweiser, Raptorium, welcome, Tenacious D, Dave Collins, Crypto Mako, Bitcoin Baba, Golden Wolf, and Dave Collins, Robert Hawkins. Welcome everyone. How's it going? How's everybody doing out there? I see a bunch of ats here already. Do you think staking RTM is a bad idea? By staking Crypto Mako, do you mean actually, what is it? Moving it to the node? It all depends on your own opinion. If you've put it on the node, which is pretty much the same as staking the coin, it's the only way to really do it right now. And you do get returns based on everything you have mined. So it does increase on a percentage how much you do get back. So technically you are making more Raptorium. Now, what could run into potential issues is it's a little harder to get out of there. You know, there's a process, you got to file for it to get your full before you finally get your coins back. So you know, if the price, say this price shoots to the moon like massively and you quickly want to sell or something, then you know you're gonna have a process to get all your coins out of there. So that could be a downside, but for the most part you're staking it. It's just like locking something in, except it's not 100% locked. You can pull it out if you want to. It's just, you know, it's going to take a couple days to a week to actually get it out. So depending on how you want to play out with that, then you're all good to go. So is it a bad idea? No, not necessarily. It's good. It helps the coin. You know, you got locked away coins. The price can continue to go up and not really give people a chance to sell. Dave Collins, good morning to you and everyone. Yes, good morning to you. Tenacious D, I noticed prices for used 3900X CPUs going up in the UK. Is this the same in Canada as popularity of CPU mining is growing? You know what? I think I kind of know. I never really, the prices aren't really going up yet, but I have noticed availability is really, kind of, it's getting harder to find these things. That's for sure. Pretty insane. Maybe we should stop talking about CPU mining for a while so all of us can, you know, kind of stack up our bags a little bigger before, you know, something happens. But yeah, we've been talking about it for the past week or so. Pretty ongoing, and it is becoming a little more popular. I hear Panda might be trying to get its hands on a Threadripper, and I was kind of looking at Threadrippers and I was looking at potential videos and stuff on it, and I don't really think it's worth going for a Threadripper, especially the newest ones, because price to price comparison, like it's like $5,500 to get the newest Threadripper here in Canada. And if you could build 5 rigs, 5.5 rigs for that same price and have more mega hash than using the Threadripper. Again, Threadrippers get kind of limited when it does come to other RAMs and cycle usages when on CPU mining. But again, I do not know 100% sure how it will perform. I was just basing numbers off of nice hash and stuff. You would run a little bit less on the power wise on consumption between them, but overall, I really think you're better off, you know, getting 5950Xs, 3900Xs, 3950Xs, and stacking them up over buying a Threadripper for the same price. It's just insane how expensive they are. Midnight Miner, $10 donation. Thank you for the donation. Chump Change sends his regards. Thank you very much, Chump Change. What's Chump Change up to this morning anyway? Probably driving somewhere. He's always driving somewhere Saturday mornings or something. He's going to pick up another rig or something like that. I don't know how he finds all this stuff. Must be good to be in the States, because in Canada we're dry everywhere. Can't find a single thing. Rabid Mining, how can I destroy my CPU messing with OC? How can you destroy it? Like, you literally want to try to destroy it? Well, that part's easy. You can just crank the voltage up and fry it. You can definitely do that. That would be an easy way to destroy it. You can crank your overclocks way too high. By way too high, like say you have a 3.6 or a 3.8 boost, 4 boost, crank that thing up to like 4.6. You know, if safe range is 1.2 volts, put it to 1.6 volts, and you will definitely fry it. So if you want to try to wreck your CPU, go for it. That'd be really fun to actually try to do. I'm definitely not going to be showing that for science purposes, because I like my CPUs. So yeah, don't be doing that unless you really want to wreck it. Yes, they were fun. We will make a claim. I seen someone say something about the join function of Canada on mobile. Where was that up here? Hey Rabid, your videos helped a lot. Hey Bitcoin, I'm glad the videos do help you out a lot. We are on my website here if you're wondering where we're looking at these prices and my videos and stuff. This is the rabidmining.com website, which I do the occasional blog post if it, makes a nice relevant or it's some information you should know about. But I saw something here. Someone said something about mobile. Oh, right here, JRAD. It's odd that only a few channels have the members button available on mobile. That is interesting. Is mine available on mobile? I have no idea. I have never looked at it or tried to even see. So maybe there's a setting that some people have to add onto their actual channel for that to be available. It's way cheaper to buy 3900X, 37 or so per core. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper. I was looking at the price and I was just like, this is insane. The only thing you do save is like maybe 40 watts, 30 watts. So it's going to take years to be able to make up the power consumption difference between a Threadripper and a consumer grade CPU. So yeah, I would definitely not go for it. Same time, I've been trying to contact AMD and be like, hey, you know what? CPU mining is becoming a thing. Send me a Threadripper. Let me test this, see how it looks like. How are they performing? But yeah, they just keep saying, sorry, we're not looking for people. So who knows? Maybe one day if I just keep harassing them long enough, AMD might, set up a little sponsor. But for now, no, they're saying, no, we're not having it. Pearl Rivial, welcome. Rabid Mining, hope not to kill one, but when I see that message, that's as far as I go. What's a good starting point for any CPU? Well, it depends on your CPU. I don't really have too much experience with Intel processors when it comes to mining, because of initially, I got lucky when I first built it. Ryzen was just starting out their 3000 series. It was when they first actually started to pull away from Intel. So I went Ryzen and said, you know what, why not? AMD used to be okay. They kept bouncing back and forth. Intel took it. Originally, I just wanted to make a game PC. Then I found out that 3900X turned out to be an amazing CPU miner. So then I just put my head down. I researched CPU mining. I went into it and I found out, you know what, I scored here. I'm glad I went Ryzen over Intel. And then ever since, I've just been going Ryzen. So far, I don't know. I think the Intels don't have the catch to actually have the performance. They're making 10 cores, they're making nice core processors, but I think it's not enough catch on their actual CPUs is why Ryzen is pulling away in terms of performance wise. Now Intel is coming out now. They have that new processor, that's already saying it's breaking 5950X records by 38% faster. You got to keep in mind when you read this stuff, guys, it still has less catch, so it won't mine as good. And that's single thread performance. So whenever they talk about these overclocks and wicked settings and performance issues on the mainstream, they're preferring to gamers. And when it comes to mining, we don't need any of that. We're underclocking, we're undervolting. We want workhorse cores, we want workhorse threads, and we want the catch to support it all. So that's why Ryzen's are better in terms of workforce, workstation CPUs, video rendering, all sorts of stuff. So yeah. Is it worth it to mine? Worth it to mine what? Let's take a look at something right now. Is it worth it to mine? Raptorium is going up still. So let's take a look at this 3070. Remember, we've reverted this before. What is a 6 3070s? Now remember, why do I use 6 3070s? That is because it's about the same price to buy a 3070 as it is to build a 3900X CPU mining rig. That's what the motherboard, everything, complete rig. So yeah, prices are down obviously, but $17.99 after power. I do not have my screen set up right, do I? No, I don't. Hold on, sorry guys. There we go. I gotta swap it to this one. So here we are. $17.99. You can see right here after power, $19.86 before power. So straight up Ethereum, 6 3070s. Raptorium has gone up. I'm switching over pools. We're in the testing phase of a brand new pool for the community and everything. If you are in the Discord, link again is in the description. You will know what I'm talking about. But right now we're swapping over to it. I'll show you in a minute. That's why I don't have anything active on our plant right now. So I'm making 8,600 coins per day. So yesterday I got 8,618 coins. Today I'm just getting ready for the last few. So we'll be about 8,600 again because I did swap it. I'm just waiting for it to mature. So 8,600 coins estimate. Let's take a look at the Raptorium price now. 8,600 coins a day. $44.24 with the current prices. Raptorium seeing a nice spike the past few days. That is insane. So right now my CPUs are making me $44.24 per day. Before we saw it, I was a little over 9,000. I was around 9,500, 9,200 in there, plus minus depending. Difficulty is definitely going up. Keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the R plant pool here. Look at this difficulty. When I was making over 9,000 per day, that was in the 5 to 6 mega hash range. We are seeing spikes up to 14 mega hash. So we are over 2 times the difficulty. It almost dropped down to only 2 times, but yeah, we're over 2 times the difficulty, almost 3 times. So keep that in mind. Coins are dropping down. You can see I'm only sitting a little over 8,500 at 8,600 now, but still, that's giving us $44, where a G63070 is only making us $17.99. Again, prices are down across crypto, you know, and everything, but Raptorium has seen a nice pump, so that's evening out in that perspective. You know, it could totally crash in the future. We have no idea, but it's pretty insane how profitable these things are looking right now, and why we are talking about this for after Ethereum merged, because we will not be affected here. But a lot of people, I was helping a guy recently through emails. I have no problem helping people set up and stuff, and he's actually putting together 24 3900X rigs. He just went out and bought everything. It's pretty insane. But yeah, I was helping him through emails, setting all that up and stuff. So he's got a lot of hash rate that's coming in here right quick too. So it's pretty insane what's going on out there, and it's also a lot of fun and exciting seeing these things move around. Lewis Martin, Intel lacking L3 catch. Yes, they definitely are. Let's see what actually Ethereum is looking like these days. Take a look at the old hash rate, their difficulty. Am I on the right settings? Yes, I am. So we have a peak here of 729 terahash. We're sitting at 709 terahash. So we're constantly going up. People putting them rigs on Ethereum is pretty insane. Our difficulty is ultimately destroying us. So many people are just, you know, we're trying to buy GPUs, we're trying to get them, we're throwing it on here, and the difficulty is just, you know, landslide mountain going up, which does overall drop our profits. If you're unaware how difficulty does work, we just looked at Raptorium. I lost about 1,500 coins per day mining it because of the hash rate and difficulty increase. Well, look at this. A year ago, 380 mega hash on Ethereum was mining 1.2 Ethereum per month. Today, 1 gigahash isn't even getting you half an Ethereum per month. So it's pretty insane how much that difficulty does affect it. Also, we have 1559 into play and other things that do contribute to that, but that's a different story on its own. Eventually, you know, Ethereum will no longer be mineable, so we do have to look at other options, and that's why I've been talking about CPU mining. There's still a lot of people that, you know, really don't think CPU mining is going to do anything. You know, that's a possibility. Anything could happen in the future. What are our block rewards looking at? Sitting in the 2s, sometimes 2.2, 2.2, 2.5 right here. Not too bad, depending if an NFT drops. It seems like the only helpful solution we have for mining Ethereum right now, if we want higher block rewards, is when all those new NFTs do drop, because those NFTs, people are trying to buy them, they pay that higher miner tip, so instead of getting burnt, it actually goes to the miner, and we do see those massive 20-30th blocks, which is pretty insane. So there's some deep pockets moving around Ethereum when it does come to NFTs. Let's do another look here. We can take a peek. I am on the wrong sheet again. I keep doing that. I'm sorry, guys. So here we can see the actual price right here. I gotta move this for you guys. You guys can't see that. There we go. Look at this. Here's the price spike of Raptorium. Just boom, skyrockets, goes up. But look at the difficulty right here. Same skyrocket. Look at that. Boom, we just skyrocketed. What did we peak at? Oh, that's the difficulty. What's our peak hash rate? What was the highest we got to? Oh, it doesn't have the actual hash rate on here. Just the difficulty and price. Well, that kind of sucks. I would like to see the massive hash rate here. Maybe we could see here 10, 11, 10. Nope, it's not reporting it. Oh, wow. So anyway, we are working on a new mining pool. I noticed our plant pool was didn't seem right. Now, what do I mean by right is I was watching my hash rates, and in my miner and everything, my hash rates were higher than what the pool was showing me. Yes, that's, you know, dependent on shares and stuff, but it was quite a bit lower. And I tried solo mining for a day or two, and I did not hit any blocks. No luck. So I went back to this. That's why I have this gap in here between 2 or 3 days here of payouts. It's not because I didn't get anything those days. It's because I did try solo mining and it did not play out in my favor at all. So I quit. And I came back to here, but my hash rates were right. And when I was solo mining, I was getting a lot higher hash rates than what I was seeing on the R plant pool. So that brings us, the mod in my Discord threw together a Raptorium mining pool. It went up this morning. So only my rigs are on it currently, and a couple of his rigs as well. So just us two. We've already hit 2 blocks this morning, so that's pretty insane. We're just testing it right now to make sure the payments and everything does go through, and then I'm going to make a video on it, and we're going to go public, and we are going to broadcast this new Raptorium pool that we are currently using. So if you guys are in the Discord, you already know what I'm talking about, and some of you guys are looking like you're already going to be going into it, but we're not going straight out mainstream yet on this pool until we get all the bugs and stuff worked out. And by us, I pretty much mean my mod, because he's the one running it. Because I have no idea how the whole mining pool aspect comes into play on operating it, so it's all on him. But we are testing out a pool right now, so we're not going full mainstream yet, but it's pretty insane. We hit 2 blocks already between us two, and yeah, hopefully, who knows how many we get by the end of the day. Dave Collins, do you expect the difficulty to start to drop after the latest Chia ban on crypto? I don't even know. Oh, China ban. I thought you said Chia ban. You know what? I don't know. China always bans crypto. They always do everything. So really, I think the initial, we'll see a drop in a day or two, and then it'll just probably come back up. Now, what could run into issues is, as we know, December-ish is usually Chinese New Year. Is it sometime mid-January? I can't remember. But the Chinese do like to take yearly profits, and they usually sell like a lot of their stuff. So we could see a dip either whenever the Chinese New Year is. So I don't know if it's in December or January. I think it's actually mid-January or something. But I do not know. I'm not a trader. I'm not none of this. But yes, I have been following the news. China did ban all crypto. Pretty much they banned anything they cannot control. But they are trying to put out their own digital currency, which is kind of funny. No crypto allowed here, but you can use ours. So they're getting rid of stuff they cannot control. And same with some other places, Turkey or something, doing the exact same things. But yeah, China's always banning it, and then it comes back. They even said, I saw some story on it, it's been banned. Technically, crypto's been banned in China for 2 years already. It's just hitting headlines again that they're doing another full ban. But they banned it 2 years ago, and people are still in China trading crypto on foreign exchanges. So it's been banned for a long time already, and they keep announcing that it's banned every year. So there's nothing new here, really. Technically, anyone that's been in the crypto thing and watching this is just more headlines again, but it's not really doing anything. The one thing that did do something is when they did flip all their power switches to their power grids to destroy mining. That definitely did something, where on the hash rate we saw here, this is that dip right here, boom. And that's how they did it. They don't send out notices. They don't do you got to stop mining crypto, you do this. What they did is they literally shut the power grid off in certain sections, and they watched the hash rate drop to see where all the farms were. That is how they checked out who was mining Bitcoin and where. So that's where they got their ban from. They don't mess around when it comes to doing stuff. Like literally, let's like say where you are. Say USA decides no more mining crypto, and they shut the power grid off to states. Which state has the biggest farms? Literally destroying the whole state of power. Like, that's literally what China did. So it's pretty insane how they went about their organization. But there's this drop right here. They literally killed the power grid to find out where the miners are coming from. That's when, a lot of the miners started moving into Canada here, Alberta, actually, where I am. Houston or something, couple places in the States as well were picking up a lot of them. So they were moving all their rigs over to North America, and then they slowly start picking up their hash rate again. Others were just selling all their equipment off, and all sorts of other factors came into play. But they will definitely find other ways to keep mining. It was just a temporary hash rate drop. You saw all the videos happen too. It's so much easier to mine Bitcoin now. It's time to mine Bitcoin. Start buying Bitcoin miners because the difficulty drops so much. It's going to come back. It's been all over the place. People were opening contracts saying, hey, come back. So buying all that equipment now, hoping for it to stay like that, is not really long term, because we knew the hash rate was coming back, and it's pretty much already back to where it was. So it was only down for like a month. So people that went out and bought miners thinking it was a lot more profitable because of that ban over there kind of got, gypped. So if you got expensive power, they're probably not even going to ROI their rigs for a very long time. This time it's supposed to be a blanket ban, everything. I wish they would go away. Yeah, they literally said every single crypto in China. So yeah, they are blanket banning. They're wiping it out completely, or at least attempting to in the headlines. How long it actually takes them to do it, who knows? At the same time, they're trying to push their own digital currency, so it's kind of back and forth there. Got a Chinese mining farm in your garage. Yeah, everyone can start renting out their garages to all that. HUD 8, yeah, HUD 8's insane. This time it's supposed to be a blanket bag, yeah. Do I have any ads? Poker tournament. Oh, Yashnik, what's going on? Yes, poker tournament is coming up. Oh, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not prepared for this at all, guys. Hold on. Let me look in the background here. I gotta find all the documents. Let me go to Discord. Go into the background. Give me a second. Oh, this is not set up. All right, I'm just gonna have to kind of move everything around. Okay, you guys can't see it right there. Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go into this super secret Discord. Just kidding. But I do gotta find the poker tournament information for everybody. Where is it? This it? Where's the spreadsheet, Yashnik? Oh no, where's the Google Doc? There's Twitter. Maybe the Twitter link will help. Twitter, click. Oh, that's a picture. Oh no, I'm butchering this completely. Is this it? Is this it? Oh, I found it. I found it, guys. I'm on Twitter. Okay. Let me just swap this over to the other view. Boom. All right, so here we are. Poker tournament is coming October 9th, 2021, which is next month. What is that? Second week? Third week? Right there. So 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today is the tournament. And it is free. You got to sign up, do all that other good stuff. There is a link I will post. Actually, if you guys do want to check this, be sure to right click and go away, or you will leave the live stream. So right click that and go to other view if you do want to check out all these details. What are the prizes this year? So first place prize is 20,000 Aeon plus 100 digital gift card for dogelord.com merch plus attorney winning t-shirt. Second place 15,000 plus $50 digital gift card to Dogelord. Third place is 10,000 Aeon, $30 digital gift card. Now let's take a look. What is the prices on Aeon right now so we can actually see here? Aeon price. Coin market cap. Where is this one so we can put that in there? All right. So first place 20,000 Aeon is, wow, look at that, guys. Did I do that right? Yes, it is. 20,000 Aeon. First place prize at today's prices is 2,982 USD. So that's a nice first place prize chunk, guys. That's pretty good. You know, you want to win that tournament. Come in first, become the ultimate champion, and get almost 3,000 at the current prices. That's a nice little bonus there. Third place, 10,000. Fourth, 5. Fifth place is 4,500. There's gift cards for the top 10 by the looks of things, all $30. Past that, 11th to 20th does get 1,000 Aeon. 21st to 30th. Oh, we're going all the way up to 50th place here. That's insane. Usually, what is it? Top 30 usually get something, but now we're going to the 50th. That's pretty good. That means I would have qualified last year, or was it the year before? I can't remember, but one of the years I would have been in this. Nice. So this gives us more of a chance. More people will win some stuff here. Pretty sweet. What is 150 Aeon, guys? 150. Yes, it's not 20,000, but that is still $22 USD. That's pretty good for showing up in the top 50. Not too bad, guys. There will be 20 bounties. Who's on the bounties here? Oh, here's me. $500. 500 Aeon. What's the bounties worth? You knock me out. That's $74. If you take me out of this poker tournament, guys, you're going to get $74.57 USD at the current prices. That's pretty insane. We got Chump Change in here. Max Voltage, Serpent X, Red Fox Crypto. There's quite a few new YouTubers in here, guys. Tech Shinji, Pocket Change is in here. Gundy Inc., Hash Raptor, Crypto Nuffy, Eagle Putt, Crypto Macau, Cursed Mining, Mining Chamber, Crypto Z, of course, Yashnik. Yashnik, you dropped your bounty. Aren't you usually 1,000? Usually Yashnik's 1,000, but you took a little bit of wealth off his head and added some more. Atoda Joe, Joseph, 500. Dogelord is 500. Nemesis, Red Panda, Red Fox. And yeah, so if you knock out any one of these guys, you're going to get 500 Aeon. That's pretty insane. And it is free. It's free chips. You do have to register. All the instructions should be in here. I think I have to re-register as well, because I believe the whole thing was wiped. Or was that the last tournament? Don't quote me on this, but make sure you do register in time so you can get into this. It's free play, free chips. You don't have to pay nothing to get in. It's a nice fun time. There'll be a main live stream from DCA going on in it, as well as me and others will be live streaming as well as part of it. So be sure to be checking that out and playing the tournament. It'll be a lot of fun, just like every past year has been. Boom, capture. I totally forgot about that tournament. We got to do another promo for it. Okay, eBay 699 for 5950x. That's USD, I am assuming, because that is way too cheap to be Canadian price. What would you recommend to try for overclocking an i9 for CPU mining? My hash rates are low compared to 3900X. Most Intel CPUs will be pretty low compared to a 3900X. Unless you're running like a Xeon and server grades and all that. But most consumer grade Intels, they're not going to be able to perform like the Ryzen consumer grades. It's just the way it is. Paul, but they wipe it after every tourney. It's wiped after every tourney now. I know it was a couple ago. It was right full, and some people couldn't get in. So then they started wiping. I just can't remember if that was the one before last one or if that was the last one. I think it was the one before last one where they were having issues. So they did wipe it for the last one. Do we have any questions? I think they moved a lot to Texas. Yeah, I think Texas did pick up a lot of those miners as well. That is a very good possibility. What was I going to check out? Sorry, guys. I got to see if we did. I got to move this. Right there. All right. I just got to check this pool, see if we hit another block or not. Where is it? There it is. Refresh. Pending blocks. Oh, we're still at 2. Come on. We need a third one in here for today. All right. But yeah, if you guys do want to join that Raptorium pool, it is in the Discord. And then sometime in the future, if you're not in the Discord, I will be making a video on that pool. Just try and get some more people on there. We'll be like hammering away some blocks to ourselves. Our own little private Raptorium mining pool for CPUs. That's pretty insane though. Where is my thing? Like Raptorium, 8,600, $44.24 per day. USD mining on CPUs. That's insane compared to 63070s. Oh, it went up. Ethereum went up a bit, so it looks like $20 before power, $18.18 after power. I better refresh this Raptorium price. See if it went up or down. Now, what was my actual R-plant, my payout? 86.18. Get back in here. 86.18. Yeah, again, $44.74 USD. Now, Canada. What's our Canadian price looking like? Because I am from Canada. $56.61 in Canada. So, yeah, what's the ROI on that then? We won't start talking the ROIs. You never know if the price will crash in a second. Pretty insane, though. That's all I know. Oh, I was on the wrong one. Oh, no, you guys didn't even see that. I hate this. I keep forgetting to switch my screen. Sorry, guys. All right, so for AMD 1 volt, 3.5 gigahertz is a good standard. Should I mainly focus on temps? AMD 1. You can run 3.6 at 1 volt is just fine. Here, let's take a look at mine. Am I on the right screen right now? Let me just check it. I always got to switch it. I need a switch. I need one of those switch things. So here's mine. Obviously, I'm just in default mode for streaming and everything is asleep. So I'm going to go to my profile, manual, and this is what I am running right now for my overclock setting. So it's 3.6 across every core. And I'm running 1 volt. So 3.6 all core overclock at 1 volt is just fine. On this is a 5950X. So this is what I'm running. Again, remember we looked at their video the other day I just did yesterday. XMP profile is off on my RAM. No overclocking on the RAM whatsoever because it was more efficient not to do so, and you hardly lose any hash rate at all. It's definitely not worth doing it. So you can see my memory and fabric clock is only running at 1,000, and the RAM in my workstation is only CL16. I do want to get some CL14 RAM for this particular workstation because then we can get a little more performance out of it. We did find CL14 RAM was the nice middle ground when it comes to what type of RAM you should get. But again, CL16 is cheaper and you don't notice too much of a difference, but CL14 was the nice sweet spot. Boom. But yeah, I do not know. 5000 series, I have all my testing has been done on the 3900Xs. So the 5000 series, more particular in my workstation, is a 5950X. I have not done all the testing I have done. So RAM may affect 5000 series a little bit different. So I do want to test, 4 sticks. I want to test 2 sticks. I want to test whatever. I'd like to build myself a 5950X test bench so I can actually see what's going on with the CPU, because I'm basing everything off the 3900X, assuming it will perform the same. But again, I do not know if the 5000 will perform like the 4000 because it is newer. It gets higher single thread speeds. But again, like I said, we don't care about the high fast core and thread speeds, where we want more of a lower core efficient workhorse is how we actually run when it comes to CPU mining. Is Raptorium profitable on Intel CPUs? I got some 7th gens mining VRSC. I do not know. I don't know the hash rates on the Intel CPUs, and I don't really want to go out and waste money on an Intel to test out when I could go get myself another Ryzen or something. So I don't really know. I've been talking to Intel and say, hey, you know what? Let me test some of your CPUs. But again, they're just like AMD. Are like, no, we're not having none of that. We'll send all our stuff to J2 not you. They never said that, but that's what I'm pretty sure they were thinking. Hey Raptorium guys, Supernova pool is confusing. How do I check my workers? Where do I input my address? I don't know. I have not used the Supernova pool, so I cannot confirm where that all is. We can look at it right quick. Let's take a look at Raptorium pools and look at Supernova. Raptorium pools. We can figure this out right quick for you. Am I on the right thing so you can see? Kinda. Let's move that over. There we go. So Raptorium pools. Supernova, where are you? So you're the 2nd place pool right now. Alright. Statistics. Pool, block, round, donor. Where would you put your hash rate? This is the one where you gotta make an account. Okay, this is a very interesting pool here. Other. Login. Oh yeah, you gotta make an account by the looks of things. You can mine with accounts or simply your wallet address. I see that. Statistics. Where do you put your pool? I think you got to make an account for this. I am just a guest. Log in, sign up. So I'm assuming sign up. You probably go through all the info to get it. Then once you come into here, you'll be able to log in and see all your hash rates. So that's the best way I can offer you with that. I think you do need to make yourself an account on that pool. Some of those pools can be kind of a little bit of a headache, but yeah, no problem, VK. I hope that does help you out. If you do have some issues, just comment below this later on, or hit the Discord and see if we're still running issues, and we can kind of dig into it a little bit deeper for you. Any questions out there? So how about $5 per day on each one? $5 per day? Maybe last week if the pricing was currently, but the difficulty is going up pretty fast, pretty high. Let's see if this updated at all. I don't think you'll be making $5 per day on a single CPU. Well, maybe a 3950X or a 5950X may be getting close, but a 3900X will probably be shy of $5. I'm assuming. I do not know. Actually, like 86. If we divide, actually, let's take 8618. I'm gonna divide that by 6. I guess I'll divide it by 7. 8618. So we're gonna divide that by 6.5 because my workstation isn't on all the time. So 1325, let's say 1325 is how much each rig is getting individually. So 1325. All right, well, that's about $6.87. I'm gonna divide that by 7 just so I can get 100% again. I'm not in here. Blah blah blah. Sorry guys. My workstation is not on mining all the time, so I'm just going to divide it by 7 so that my workstation is part of this, so then we can know for sure. So 8618, I'm going to divide that by 7 for 7 rigs, so 1231 per rig as an average estimate here. 1271. So 1271 is, did I say that right? Is it 1271? I can't remember. 1271. Yeah, we are over $5 each rig, so $6.59. So that is my payment divided by 7 rigs, workstation part-time. $12.71 per day is $6.59 per CPU rig per day. So yeah, that's current pricing. That's pretty insane, guys. We are over $5 per rig. Oh, there's Chump Change. He's still blaming me. He's here. He showed up. Did you get your 3900X running yet or what? You didn't message me. I don't know what's going on with it. Crypto just got 4 PSUs in today for my CPU builds next week. Gotcha. Yeah, so currently CPUs are destroying GPUs. But for how long? We don't know. This is temporary. It's only been like this for a couple days now. We were creeping up. Raptorium's seen a nice price increase, but what could happen in the future? We cannot say. Difficulty is climbing fast. Look at Chump Change. He's throwing 4 rigs on. So yeah, he's going to increase that difficulty and we're all going to be mad at him. Oh, do we have any questions out there? What's going on? Let me check the chat. It's been a little bit since I went through it all. Do we have any super chats, join functions? I have some new nice little icons. You guys see them? Channel members do get this. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay, hit enter. There you go. Look at those fancy things that you can use. We got a mining rig. We got a Ryzen CPU. We got a Founders Edition GPU. We got Rabid Mining on a rocket going to the moon. We got obviously the symbol. We got Ethereum and Bitcoin. Pretty soon Ethereum, that symbol will be Ethereum with a big X in it saying we don't want you anymore. Because we don't. But yeah, anyway. XMR is like 0.80 a day. Sad in comparison. XMR. Yeah, XMR. Well, XMR has massive hash rate on it. And it's like the dominant privacy coin. It's like, so there's a lot of people mining it. There's a lot of people believing, like, that's another crypto mining strategy. When I kind of went through that, I didn't put that part on it. People love a coin and what it stands for, so people mine it. It doesn't matter if it's more profitable or not. People are mining it because they really stand for a certain coin. Yeah, I wanted to actually look at, oh my gosh, what is going on here? And pink. You have to pick pink so it stands out. Chump Change, thank you for the $49.99 donation. For your time next week. Oh, I gotcha. He's gonna need some help. All right, I'm here for you. You need help setting those things up, just send me a DM and I'll be there. You jumped on the new pool, hodling RTM for now, so not worried about slow pace. Oh, Stephen Cochran. Oh, you're on the new pool. Nice. All right, nice. We will probably make that pool public after my mod does tweak everything out tonight sometime, and then maybe tomorrow if he gives the okay. I'll show you guys how to connect to that pool if you are unaware. And if you want to mine with us, then all for it. 50 spam emails, I just can't get it. Oh, if RTM hit the Doge level, we will all be rich. Yeah, currently, we're in it early. Remember, Raptorium's only like, what, 2-3 years old? So who knows what could happen. A lot of people say, because it's not really on any exchange, it's on all the little exchanges where you got to like swap it to something, but they do plan on adding, I may be wrong, but supposedly there's supposed to be smart contracts being added into it. If exchanges like Coinbase or crypto.com or other these things start adding wallets and support for it, who knows what could happen to the price. It could go through the moon. Like SHIB, Coinbase added SHIB. So, if enough people are talking about it, Coinbase will add it. It's not like a simple, we don't support it, it's not that big. People were talking about SHIB because it was the next Dogecoin when it first released, and Coinbase added it in no time. So who knows? And maybe if we all harass Coinbase and other big exchanges to say, hey, you know what? Add RTM. Who knows what could happen? The moon. Now is the moon above or is the moon, below an eclipse? There's 2 different moons here, remember. One could be a downfall, one could be an upswing. Keep in mind, miners, you can put some of your coins. Yes, I keep forgetting. Raptorium, he was right. Smart codes. iNodes, I believe it is. That's pretty much just like staking. So you take your Raptorium, you throw it in there, you get a percentage back. I think it's weekly. You get a percentage of whatever you have on the node back. So it's just like staking your Raptorium and getting it back. Again, we kind of went over it. You did want to pull it all out. There's, you have to fill out like a withdrawal form and everything, but you can pull it all out. You're not locked in for X amount of months or years. So keep that in mind. It's another way to actually increase your Raptorium at a percentage level base. I want to mine it with my Mac Mini just for fun. Give it a shot, it won't hurt. The worst thing that you can do is have 0 hash rate. So if you at least have 1, you're getting something. There are people mining on smart appliances. Really? Is there really? Because I just got a new washer and dryer. What did I get? The LG, can't remember what it's called. LG something workstation. I don't know, it just came out like not even a year ago. It's pretty fancy. So the wife definitely really wanted it. So we got that. It's a smart washer and dryer, so maybe I can start mining Raptorium on it. I wonder what she'd think of that. Hey, honey, we're mining Raptorium on a washer and dryer. Is that cool? I was late for the stream. Did you open a new pool? I want in. Galva, Salvi, welcome. It's testing right now. It's not open. It's in testing phases. We've hit 2 blocks so far, but once I do get the okay from the administrator that is actually operating the pool, then I will definitely, be dropping that address out for you guys, and we'll be going over how to connect to it and whatnot. If you are in the Discord, link is in the description, then you already know what I'm talking about and how to connect to it. It's all the info is already there, so most of you guys are probably already starting. Let's see if we got anybody joined it yet. Let's see, has anybody else joined it? Oh, I think I lost a miner. No. Okay, I don't know how to run it. There we go. Do we hit any more blocks? 2 blocks. We're still only at 2 blocks. That was just a quick thing. The main CPU miner is adding optimized ARM support. No idea when though. You better be reached. Oh, definitely I will. It might be ready to go tonight. I'm just waiting to see when it comes into play. But yes, I'll definitely let you know, Chump, when the pool is in there, ready to roll for everybody. Is there anything else to go through? There's been some pretty crazy stuff happening this week. RTX 3000 series supers. You guys hear about those? That's pretty insane. They're dropping another line of GPUs of the 3000. Good old NVIDIA. This time supers. Now, pretty much all of them are minor increases. One thing that may be an issue, I don't know, 3070 is actually getting GDDR6X memory. So if you guys know about the 3080s, 3080 Ti's, 3090s, that memory runs hot. So could the new 3070s, the 3070 supers, potentially need thermal pads? Could they have memory issues in them? Again, most likely 100% they will all have LHR in them. So that's part's already done deal. They're not going to be making them non-LHR, but it's going to have GDDR6X memory. So probably going to run hot. But the one thing on there for Ravencoin and whatnot, the 3060 looks like, in my mind, probably the biggest jump of them all. The 3060 may potentially be on par or better than the 3060 Ti when it does come into Ravencoin anyway, hash rates. But again, we have no idea. It's all speculation and leaks right now. They're also releasing the 2060, but with like 10 gigabytes of memory. So I don't know what NVIDIA is doing. They're releasing older cards. They're releasing new super cards, and yet they're still saying there's a huge shortage everywhere. So now they have like, I don't even know how many cards they have out right now. Like, oh, what are they at? They were at 9 before. Now there's another 3. So they're probably at like 12 or 13 cards that they're making in a GPU shortage, which makes no sense whatsoever. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that, but it's pretty insane what NVIDIA is doing. If I was NVIDIA, why don't they just focus everything on their main first 3 cards? Pump out as many as you can. People are buying them. And stop with this LHR stuff. It's retarded. But yeah, that's just what it's there for. Keeping those huge farms from buying them. I had a few DMs, so we'll drop here. RTM Smart Node full currency makes just over $7 a day. Oh, really? A Smart Node is making just over 7? Nice. Raptorium, is there a Smart Node tutorial? Be sure to check. When I actually do test out their Smart Node, I'll make some type of video on it, but I have not used the Smart Node yet, so I'm not really sure. But on their Discord, the iNodes guy, everyone is on the Raptorium Discord, so be sure to check out their Discord, because all the information you do need on Raptorium, on the Smart Nodes, is in the Raptorium Discord. Laundry mining RTM, great content. Yeah, laundry. Oh, Ravencoin Lite, hash rate up 10 times. Yeah, I still have not tried Ravencoin Lite, but I do see it's starting to become a thing, or beginning to a little bit. Just like Raptorium, it's using the same starter wallet. It's using see what the CPUs, it's using the same miner as Raptorium. Unless I just clicked the wrong link and I was looking at the wrong article, but there's a couple similarities there. But yeah, I have not actually tried Ravencoin Lite myself. I'm just trying to get most of anything I can right now with whatever I'm mining currently. So I'm curious about your thoughts on some of the staking protocols, preferably Algorand or Cosmos. I don't really have too much staking going on. The only coin I do have staked is I tried unminable for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days on SHIB INU, and I got like, I don't know, 12, 13 million SHIB, for some 10-year lifespan strategy thing. Hopefully, you know, some out of nowhere pump comes in and, you know, then you cash out. But yeah, I got about 13 million SHIB from 3 days of mining, and that's the only thing I have staked because I knew I'm not going to be selling that thing anytime soon. So I staked that up for 3 months at a time, and I'm just letting it sit there. I don't even look at it. It's like 5 fast. So that's the only staking type of experience I have. I haven't really ever staked anything. I'm taking all my Chia and putting it on Algo and Cosmos. Yeah, speaking of Chia, I think I got a little bit of that stuff somewhere. Let me just take a look. Oh, I need to open another block here. Boom. Let me change my screen for you guys so I don't forget this time like I usually do. So here I'm on Flexpool. This is where I am mining Ethereum as well as my Chia farming. So I did actually finally get a payout there last week or two. So I'm making 48 cents per day. You know, it's not the greatest, but it's chugging along. This is a very long-term thing. I do only have 14 terabytes. So yeah, keep that in mind. I don't know if I wouldn't recommend buying a bunch of hardware for Chia, but you never know. If the price goes up, it could be worth it. Anyway, so I'm currently sitting at $3.83, unpaid balance of 0.02. I got a payment there not too long ago of, what's my payment at? 0.01. So 0.1 is my payout. So it's gonna be a long time till I hit my next payout, but I did finally get my first Chia payout, $18.09 worth to be exact, about a month ago. So yeah, good stuff. Chia. What's my ETH looking at? What are we looking like? Oh yeah, I got my workstation down. I forgot about that. You know what? Let's try a test, guys. We're gonna try a test, just like we kind of did last week. I'm gonna turn. Let's see what this thing. Oh, I don't want Discord. Stop. Close. All right. I'm gonna pump up. Boom, there. Minus Ethereum. Boom. We're gonna start mining. We're gonna live stream and mine at the same time. See if we can handle this. If we crash, then look out. Now, where's my Ryzen Master? All right, we're gonna set our overclocks. We're gonna CPU mine as well while we live stream. Let me know if anything gets glitchy. Okay, we got our overclocks on. Everything is good. Let's hit our Raptorium. Boom. Engage. All right, so we are now CPU mining. We are now live streaming. We are GPU mining. Everything on, and I'm using full 32 threads. You see that? Where did it say that? Didn't even save up a thread. I should say it. Where did it say it? I missed it. What? All right, I don't know what's going on. Oh, right here. Here we go. I'm blind. 32 of 32 miner threads started. Boom. So I'm going like full 100% here, and we're trying to stream. So let's see how the performance is. We're gonna see if we crash or not. This is a nice test. How's everything coming? Is everything good still? Everything seems smooth on my end. Mouse is moving okay. Yeah, looking good. Sweet. So yeah, we're mining and we are streaming and have 100 tabs open. So at least on this CPU, you do not have to reduce your threads to do background work, as we are showing you right now. So we're all good here. Now, I remember before on my 3900X, I did start a stream accidentally while mining and everything just went crazy. So I'm wondering if you possibly start the processes before you're mining, then you engage your miners after. It may end up being pretty smooth. That's just the theory I have in my head right now. I do not know if that's 100% accurate or not, but right now it looks like we're doing good. Look, CPU power, 46 watts. 3.6 all core right across the board. You can see here they're cranked up now. 1 volt, everything's all set. Streaming, nothing red. 44 degrees. This is with an AIO, obviously, in the old workstation. So things are looking pretty good. Not too bad. Again, you know, if something starts going wonky, let me know, because I want to know if we start messing up here. Go back into our big one. Boom, look at the prices. There we go. So do you have any questions, guys? Last minute questions, last minute anythings? We are coming up to our hour broadcast here. I made all my Chia back in 1 month. I got extremely lucky and was very thankful. Crypteth, really? Wow, you're solo? We use solo Chia mining? You hit like a block or two or something? I'd say you got lucky. 1 month. Yeah, it's gonna be 10 years for me at least at the current prices. I bought $10 of SHIB when it hit Binance. It's worth $4 now. We bought $10, now it's worth 4. Yeah, we kind of went backwards on that one. Do I have a Raptorium guide? I have a couple of them. See, look right here. These are my videos. Let me adjust this screen so you can see. Go to this one. Boom. So yeah, on my website or my YouTube channel, I got my channel on my website, as you can see here. So Raptorium guys, yeah, I got how to mine Raptorium, Windows 10 right here. I got how to mine Raptorium like a boss, Hive OS right here. So depending what you want to use, Windows 10 or Hive OS, there's a video for each of them right there. Here we got CPU mining versus GPU mining. This is where we're doing that. BIOS settings for running Hive OS. As people are having issues, this is how you would set up your BIOS for 3900X CPU in here. So I do got these 3 videos here are the ones you would want to watch when it comes to mining Raptorium. Also this one here, hash rates. Here's your 3900X hash rate videos. This one I did test CL14 RAM. I tested CL16 RAM. I tried 1 stick, 2 sticks of each to see which one, how it performs. Did a 24-hour test across the board on each type of setting. Tried higher overclocks and my efficient overclocks just to give you like good hash to watt ratios. So this tells you kind of, you know, RAM and settings and what you should actually use to mining. Because when you go to benchmarks and you look at, like, say I'm using XMR because that is still the most popular CPU mineable coin out there is XMR. When you look at hash rates and benchmarks or anything, it's everybody trying to get the max amount of hash rate possible. And when doing that, especially with CPUs, and the same aspect applies to GPUs, but CPUs, you see you're using way too much power than what it is actually worth. Like XMR, for example, we hit 15,300 hashes, I think it was, so 15.3 kilohash at like 240, 250 watts. But I did drop it down to the settings I do use across pretty much every coin, the 3.6 that you saw me set at. We dropped that down to 109 watts and we were at 13,800 hashes, 13,500 in that area. So we had over 50%, it was like 60% watt drop for only like a 5% hash rate decrease. So it was definitely more efficient not to overclock your CPUs over what they're usually boost or anything at. But yeah, I kind of go through that in other videos as well. What time is it now where you are? It is 11:57 a.m. where I am, so almost noon. I am on Mountain Time. Panda is on Pacific Time, which is 1 hour before me. Then everyone on the East Coast is 2 hours ahead of me as Eastern Time. So I'm in Mountain Time myself. Techman, max CPU usage 95 in XMRig. Save some threads for Windows. Yes, I did notice. Yeah, XMRig also does use a little more demanding on your CPU. I was still okay. I probably wouldn't stream mining XMR, but I could still do a lot of background information running full thread still on my 3900X. But I did notice Veruscoin. I did have issues. Everything was kind of staggy, kind of choppy when I did mine Veruscoin on my workstation. So depending what coin you mine, some do need more actual threads and usage than other coins. Others use a lot more power. Others are very more efficient. Haven is another one that's very efficient. XLA, that's a very efficient CPU coin. 2 hour difference. You should pop into the live stream I'm doing tonight if you're interested in talking about CPU mining. I possibly could. I'll check out what time it is and see what we're doing here. I think that you usually go on around the time we start eating or something, but I'll have a check. I'll look to see what I'm doing at the time that your stream starts jumping. Possibly I'll jump in and see what happens. Some goblin loser. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you for a little while, actually, since last week, I guess. Were you here last week? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Vincent Gallo, no problem. Glenn Olson, dude, we went through that. 6 Chia. You got 6 Chia Cryptid? Oh my gosh, nice. 6 Chia. I got 0.1 Chia. So take that. Yeah, I will definitely let you know if I'm free there, chump. No problem. Okay, any updates here? Any updates? Ethereum hash rate network. Boom. Whoa. What the heck? Did it go up? No, it's back down to 709. Second, I thought it went up or down or something there, but it's kind of hard to look at when you have the whole peak. Now, did I get my full maturing? Oh, it still hasn't. Come on. Refresh. Pearl rival Rabid Mining. So for AMD, 1 volt, 3.5 gigahertz is a good standard. Should I mainly focus on temps? Didn't I answer that earlier? Maybe I didn't. For your AMD, which AMD is it? I still go for the 3.6 at 1 volt, and your temp should be okay. Depending on your ambient temperature, you should have no issues. Like I said, I'm running stock coolers on my other one. Let me check HiveOS here. Let's see what my HiveOS rigs are running at. HiveOS. I do have to adjust the screen for you guys before I forget. So here's my Raptorium rig. That's an NHD. That's an NHD. So rig 5, I'm pretty sure, is a stock cooler. So we're running 52 degrees stock cooler. Yeah, stock cooler rolling on that. NHD 15 right here. You can see we're running 45 degrees here. This is with the NHD 15, so 45 degrees, but obviously the stock cooler is just fine, 52. And you're good for like 95 degrees, 24/7 use on these things. So we got a lot of headroom here. So stock cooler is 100% fine. Again, 3.6, 1 volt, should run cool across pretty much any AMD CPU, unless you're running a Threadripper. I hear those things are very hot, very, very hot. And they require a lot of power. And I don't even know if an NHD 15 will keep those things cool, but stuff I wish I could test, but I just can't because I can't get my hands on them. They're way too expensive. I have been working at a cannabis farm at Rabid Mining. I have a job now and I am super excited for this responsibility and have been super busy as of late. Oh, I got you. Hey, no problem. Congrats to you. Good job, man. As long as you're having fun, you're excited, that's good. Roll with it, hang in there. Good job, man. Happy for you. I have 0.150351 Chia. Nice, Crypto Mako. Sup, Wrapped and Chump Change. Oh, EVGA FTW. Welcome. What's going on? Dave Collins, Raptorium, Sweet. Okay. You guys are all just having your own little thing going on down there. Is temp the only enemy to death of a CPU? Was the crashes that you experienced in the past exclusively from undervolting? I'll kind of go through that here for you in a minute. Let's just take up my, hold on, where's my Ryzen Master? Switch my screen. So here we go. So what I noticed when I initially first started tweaking my 3900X is I started with the Ryzen clock tuner and everything else, and I try to bring my voltage down. Now if your voltage is too low for your CPU, then within probably, if it's really low, obviously within an hour, your CPU, your computer is going to reboot. It's going to shut down. You'll be like, oh, that's not good. But then you start bringing up your voltage a little bit. And then maybe your CPU or something, your system will reboot every 24 hours or something. Then you know it's okay. You're getting closer and closer. Now, once you do, like when I initially did it and I started getting closer and closer, I noticed when you're just on the tipping point of being nice and stable, your computer will not reboot, but your miner will quit. So like I remember I woke up some mornings and my miner wasn't on. I was like, oh great, my miner quit. My miner quit in the middle of the night. Like, why does it keep quitting? You know, so I pumped up my voltage. That means you're getting very close to being stable. It's enough that it won't reboot, but not quite enough to keep running the program. So then you just pump it up a little bit more. Now when I say a little bit more, when your miner just starts quitting, that's just like, here, let me go into here. You can see like just little bits right here, like 0.006, 0.001. So like add this, so go 0.101, go 0.102, 0.103 instead of doing like when you're crashing, then you might want to go 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, you know, 0.95, 0.97. But when you're just seeing your miner, you can do little increments like so until it actually does remain stable. Because your miner, with just your miner shutting down, that means you're on borderline of stable, almost there, but not quite. So that's how you can kind of tweak your CPU mining a little bit till you find a nice stable setting. Now I have been running everything for 1 volt for a while, and I said on 5 of those 3900Xs, one could not run up 0.95. The rest all would 100% stable for a week. On like the 3rd or 4th day, one would shut down at 0.95, so I put it up to 1 volt. Then I just threw everything to 1 volt. Now I might just try to tweak everything again, might drop everything down to 0.95, and then I just might move it up a little bit at a time and see which one actually was having that issue, and then I'll probably tweak my power down a little bit more to see if I can save a little bit more on that power consumption. Although dropping from 1 volt down to 0.95 isn't really going to do too much, but it will do a little bit, especially when you start stacking rigs. Long term, if you had like 40 rigs going, you will notice that little bit come out throughout. I hope that kind of helped answer your question a little bit. But no, you shouldn't have to worry about temp. You do got to watch your voltage, and you look for the signs that you're not giving it enough voltage. And at the same time, you don't want to give it too much voltage or you will fry it. J is not the best investment. 18 months ROI. Yeah, for sure. 18 months, that's definitely a long time. But hey, who knows? GPUs could be at 2 years come Ethereum 2.0. We have no idea. We have no idea what's going on. Crypto mining is going to change a lot sometime next year. We just don't know when. Might not even change next year. Maybe proof of stake on Ethereum will get extended another year or two. It could always happen. Anything is a possibility. Budweiser, thank you for the $10 donation. Started mining ASIC, switched to GPU. All the CPU mining info is like a day at school. Thank you. Hey, no problem. It's always good to learn stuff, verify things, you know, push things all over the place. Very good stuff. Speaking of ASIC mining, oh, I'm still dreaming of one of those, what are they called? L7s, which aren't even released yet. Who knows what will happen when those come out? Again, difficulty is going to go through the roof, and they're probably not as profitable as they're showing right now, but as popular as the Antminer L3 Plus was, this is the upgrade version, the big daddy of that. So that's going to be a pretty profitable, very popular miner, in my opinion, I think, anyway. And I definitely would love to try to get my hands on one, but it's going to be next to impossible because they are so expensive. So it's just not going to happen. I wish I had 40 CPU rig. John Franco's oven. I think everybody right now is wishing they had 40 CPU rigs. Like, seriously. I wish I did. 100%. Same time, don't go out and FOMO. This is like early numbers. We've been really profitable past 3-4 days. Doesn't mean go out and FOMO into things. I'm not saying don't do that. That is not a good crypto mining strategy. You may get lucky and it'll pay off, but all the odds are against you if you do something like that. You got to build up slowly. You got to get an idea of how things are going. You got to get an idea, dabble a little bit in GPUs, dabble a little bit in CPUs. Look at all the markets, see what could potentially be coming in the future, and just prepare yourself for any possibility. Then you can do whatever you want. Or if you're just a millionaire or billionaire, you don't really care, and you just say, hey, okay, I'm going to go buy out a Best Buy store. Then that's a totally different story. Everyone's in a different financial situation as well. At 200 a day right now. What's at 200 a day? Will the ZSX handle the power? Well, be selling that my 3900X Raptorium hash rates. A 3900X clocked at 9.6 gigahertz, 1 volt. It averaged 97 watts. Now, I'm going to go back down to my paper here to tell you what the fluctuations actually were. Let me just find it here. Here's my little notepad. So 300. Here we go. So my power fluctuations with my GPU, keep in mind, my GPU is using 125 watts. So that won't be an issue in there. But total power, 243 watts, 231, 220, 217, 213, 210 watts. Those are the power consumptions that I did notice at the wall. Subtract 125 watts because that's what my GPU was using while mining, while I was doing these tests. So that works out to whatever I just did the average number. I did not have the actual power here, but it did work out to an average power consumption of 97 watts. And I guess I'll just do it. The highest I seen then, let's see here, 243. Let me just subtract it. 243 subtract 125. 243 subtract 125. So I seen 118 watts maximum while CPU mining. Right? Remember how Raptorium works? A whole bunch of mini algorithms in it. So you're going to see your hash rates bouncing all over the place. You're going to see your power consumption is going to be going up and down, up and down. That's the same way Kapow does work on Ravencoin for mining Ravencoin. You're going to go onto Ravencoin. You can go onto Raptorium 5 times within 30 minutes. You're going to get a different hash rate and power consumption each time because it's always changing its mini algorithms. That's how it does stay ASIC resistant. So keep that in mind. So fluctuations are normal. Nothing is going wrong. Nothing is bad. But I just gave you the numbers now. I seen a maximum at the settings I use. I seen a maximum on the CPU of 118 watts and a minimum of, well, I didn't even go over the minimum, but I saw an average of 97. The minimum total was 210. So I guess that's 30 watts. So I was like 80 some watts, 70 some watts at a minimum. So I saw a fluctuation of 70 some watts up to 118 watts, which is 100% A-OK for the ZSX because it is rated for 180 watts. Now, some other limitations, my mod who is putting together that pool for us, he has a link there for Pico switches. So I'm planning on running all my CPU rigs possibly off a CPU mining rig with a 300 to 400 watt Pico switch. That way I don't need a whole bunch of those PDU cables per power supply, because I got what, 6 power supplies over there. So I could use one server power supply with 6-pin Pico switches going to each rig. So that'll save on power cords, that'll save on space, that'll save on all sorts of things. But everything will be tied to a single power source running on 240 volt, which will be really nice. I am trying to talk to and work with Parallelminer to get an actual breakout board made for CPU miners. I don't know how many yet, 4 to 6 possibly. I'll have to work out the power, probably something that'll work on around 1200 watts at a maximum, I'll say, because some people will overclock and wreck stuff. So I'm going to say maybe around 300 watts divided by your 1200. Then you're going to want like maybe a maximum of 1000 watts on that 1200 watt supply. So still got a lot of workings to figure out and numbers to calculate, but I am trying to work with Parallelminer to get a ZSX board made for CPU miners so we can hook up multiple systems for CPU miners. So I think that'll be pretty sweet. Okay, so yeah, I kind of went on a little rant there. Sorry for that. Took a little while. Sometimes I just do that when I get questions about certain things. Oh, that was awesome. You would run out quick otherwise. Yes, for sure. You'd definitely run out of plugs and stuff. So yeah, there's other options out there. I'm currently going to try and purchase some of those Pico switches from Amazon, and then one day, hopefully Parallelminer does get this breakout board put in the action. Has new stock, 1200 watt, 110. Yes, Parallelminer does have 1200 watt PSUs in, as well as 1400 watt. Although they're trying to catch up on order, so I believe they're 1400 watts. They do have them in stock, but they're listed as out of stock because they're trying to catch up on back orders and whatnot. But sometime October 10th or something, they will be listed as in stock again, but they do have them right now. The 1200 watts, I believe they are still listed in stock. And again, of course, obviously, links to all those Parallelminer type of equipment is in the description. So be sure to check that out. 400 in stock today. Nice. So yeah, they got quite a bit in stock. When they run out, who knows how long till they get more, because it's been really hard for them to find stock here lately. October 10th, 1400. Yep, that's when they are listing them back online again, because they are trying to catch up on those orders. 3.6, not 9.6. Whoa. Yeah, it's 3.6 gigahertz. Did I say 9.6? Did anybody say 9.6? Yeah, definitely do not run 9.6 on your CPU. You will fry it. For that question at the start of the stream, 9.6 will definitely do some harm to you. 3.6 gigahertz, all core, 1 volt. Those are my settings. I have a bit of everything: CPU, GPU, hard drive. It's an addiction that pays off. What better addiction? For sure. Hey, that definitely does. That's a lot better than you know what else you could have addiction to. 100%. Do we have any last minute questions? Do we have any more people? Oh yeah, how about I'm trying to join the join function, which is Rabid Loyal Rabid Miner, but I plan on switching that over to Wolfpack. A few of you in that one video that we talked about it did say Wolfpack would be a nice little name change, so we might set our community group over to Wolfpack. So I'm still trying to work on that. I do have some more emojis added, as you guys seen. So if you want to become a Wolfpack member, which is currently labeled as Loyal Rabid Miner, be sure to hit that fancy little join function on the bottom right, left, right. Depending on what you're using, I guess it's in a different spot of the live stream and any video. Addicted to crypto. That's what we should call it. You know what? Forget Wolfpack. Forget everything. Fudweiser, you got it. Addicted to crypto. That'll be the name of the group. That sounds perfect right there. Any idea on Raptorium pools getting into solo mining? I tried solo mining, like I said, a couple days ago, earlier in the stream, and I had no luck with it. I tried it for 24, maybe a little over a day, and I did not find any blocks, so I failed miserably and missed out. So I went back to the pool because I calculated I would have to find 3 blocks to remain as I'd be over profitable, because if I only found 2, I'd be under profitable. So I would have to hit 3 to be on par or better than mining to the pool, and I didn't find any blocks, so I just shut her down, went back to the pool, and I went that way. But I was using, where is the Raptorium pools here? I used Coin Miners to solo mine and I failed at it. I hear other people are using Zergpool. I can't remember. I think it's Zergpool. Some people are using the solo mine, but I cannot guarantee it. I am not 100% sure. So be sure to check that out. But I'm pretty sure Zergpool. I tried Coin Miners. I guess solopools.net is one. It says solo right in it. Stephen Cochran, welcome to the Loyal Rabid Miner, which will soon be called either Wolfpack or Addicted to Crypto. One of those two, because Addicted to Crypto sounds like a good name too. Did you do Zergpool? No, I did not do any Zergpool. And currently I'm mining to our own community pool that my Discord mod did make this morning. And we've already found 2 blocks on it. And once we get all that tested out, we will be going public with that pool. And whoever wants to join can join. And if you're in the Discord, you can already join it already because the info is there. Wolfpack sounds better. Okay. Wolfpack. Looks like I'll swap it over to Wolfpack probably sometime today. It should be ready as a Wolfpack for tomorrow. But again, Stephen Cochran, thank you for becoming a loyal member of the Wolfpack, soon to be Wolfpack. Now you got some nice fancy icons. You know, you should see a little fancy icon thing. You should be able to see all these. Where are they? Let me find them. Click, click. Oh, my computer's kind of lagging out on me. Probably because I'm mining. Is the stream quality still okay? There you go. There's some nice fancy icons. You should see them at the bottom. You'll be able to use those now. I'll be messing in Discord. Okay, sounds good. It's our messaging. They'll probably ban addicted. Oh, that's a good point. They may. That's a bad word. You know, it's very widespread, and that word could cause issues to some people. So we probably shouldn't even been saying that word technically on here. So if I'm not here tomorrow, you know why? We said that word. We already have experience with disappearing. We don't want that to happen again. We gotta follow all the rules. Oh my gosh. All right, so any last minute questions, or we will have, I guess, wrap this up. It is 12:17 my time, so a little over an hour, almost an hour and a half we've been here, so it's been fun times. Tomorrow, last week we didn't look at rig picks, so we should hopefully have rig picks. Again, join the Discord just for posting your rig picks, because we do need rig picks to showcase to everyone. Last week, instead of doing rig picks, we did test NB Miner, and NB Miner has a new one now. I forgot about that. I wanted to say that earlier. They have another version. They updated again since last week with 100% LHR unlocked, but it is not for Ethereum. Supposedly, it is only for Ergo. I do not know if it's true or not. I guess we'll find out. But maybe we'll do some more testing tomorrow. T-Rex Miner has an LHR, so I don't know. We'll do rig picks. Maybe we'll test out some more LHR stuff with the card, our 3060 LHR version 2. We might do that again tomorrow. I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you guys want us to test the card, we will. Or we'll just go through some rig picks. Or we'll just go through both. We don't know. Tomorrow's still up in the air what we're actually going to do. But we're going to do something tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Because testing cards is always good. It's fun testing cards with your guys' input as well. Because you guys can throw out numbers. We can try. We can see how it works. It's a lot more fun doing it with you guys and doing it by myself, because there's a lot more heads at work and a lot more heads at play to figure stuff out. Much love, good afternoon, and keep on keeping on. Yes, got some gobblers there, and well, congratulations on your job for sure. I'm gonna bug you in the email to drop my hash rate on my new CPUs. Hey, if you need to bug me, go ahead, I suppose. But Discord would be a lot easier. You could just DM me. That'd be a lot easier than spamming through my emails all the time. But hey, either way, I guess maybe I should start like Panda does, have my own consulting. I should set up my own business consulting thing on my website. Book a time with Rabid Mining, and we will boost your CPU to the moon or something like that. I don't know. All right, guys. So I guess we will wrap this up. I just want to thank everybody for showing up. Join the Discord if you hadn't. Hit the subscribe button. Obviously, always hit that thumbs up button. Play with that YouTube algorithm. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, hopefully tomorrow. Rabid out.